Paris Olympics. Very intense gold medal game. Do you think with this World versus USA format, that level of intensity can be duplicated?
No.
You know, I almost didn't talk about this today because there has been a complete lack of interest in NBA All-Star Weekend. And to be honest with you, calling this a complete lack of interest is an understatement. That description would be more appropriate for a secondary dump like Unrivaled. The level of interest is so low right now in the NBA. I have seen more interest in the preseason of Major League Soccer. And that's even assuming there is a preseason in Major League Soccer. There's just no other way to say it. All-Star Weekend has been an unmitigated disaster. All-Star Weekend has been a major embarrassment for the NBA again. Last night, after I sat through the flaming ass fire known as the three-point shooting competition and the dunk contest, where Dame Lillard shocked the world by winning the three-point shooting competition on one leg. Hell, the dunk contest was so bad, a legless man in a wheelchair could have won it. Some dude named Kashad Johnson, he wasn't competing in the dunk contest. This dude looked like he was auditioning for Dancing with the Stars. Instead of entertaining the dozens of people in the arena by dunking the basketball, this dude's out there doing the damn cha-cha. Last night, after I was properly sedated by the NBA, my wife wanted to watch the new season of Blind as Love on Netflix. Now, for those that don't know, Blind Love is a dating show where men and women can talk to each other, but they can't see each other. The goal is to get engaged based on an emotional connection instead of a physical attraction. There's a former athlete on the show. I believe he was a semi-professional or maybe even a professional soccer player. Either way, this dude is the typical Chad Thundercock. He's a great talker. He's one of those dudes that can sweet talk the ladies, but other men know he's a swindler. Long story short, Chad Thundercock gets engaged to this woman without knowing what she looks like. He eventually meets her face to face, and she is stunning. First thing he says to her, "Your looks don't matter to me. You're gorgeous, but even if you weren't, I'd still love you." That is a really appealing shit sandwich. That's nice and all, but it's a lie. If that poor woman had a boil in the middle of her forehead, Chad Thundercock would be running faster than Lizzo at the buffet. Looks matter. Appearance matters. But the inverse is true as well. Here on the channel, how many times have I talked about beautiful women who talk themselves into being the ugly duckling? Prime example, AOC LGBT. On the surface, Ocasio is a beautiful woman, but then she opens that yapper, and once the fog of her toxic mouth farts clears, Ocasio suddenly looks like Rachel Levine. And that is exactly what the NBA is. On the surface, NBA All-Star Weekend is visually appealing. It's polished. The production values at NBC are incredible. Credit where credit is due. NBC did a phenomenal job yesterday polishing this turd. But then you actually watch the event, and it doesn't take long for this polished turd to become the drizzling shits. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. Uncle called me back in November. He's a military veteran, served in the Gulf War in the early 90s, but as he's gotten older, been dealing with various health-related issues. Doctors had him on pain management, had him taking all this medication just to get him to sleep at night, most of which wasn't working. Once the meds wore off, he was tossing and turning all night. Plus, he was building up a tolerance. My aunt bought him some CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. She wanted him to just try it out to see if it would work. He applies the CBD lotion every night before he goes to bed. My uncle is getting the best sleep that he's gotten in years. He doesn't even take the pain medication anymore because he doesn't need it. Over the holidays, one of my longtime viewers reached out to me telling me how the CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading alleviated his back pain. He had been dealing with back pain for years, couldn't find anything that would work. Bought a bottle of CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. 20 or so minutes later, back pain gone. I have got countless stories from viewers, friends, family. Everyone tells me the exact same thing. They cannot believe this stuff actually works. There is a reason Sugar Mountain Trading has been with me here on the channel for the last 18 months. My audience keeps buying their CBD because Sugar Mountain Trading is the real deal. All CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL25, BTL25. Receive 25% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. For years now, NBA players have sent a very clear message to the fan base. All-Star Weekend does not matter. In the past, NBA All-Star Weekend wasn't designed for the die-hard NBA fan. This weekend was designed to attract the casual fan. They showcased the best players. They showcased the biggest stars in the league in the hopes that it would attract casual fans and new fans. But after years of NBA players telling America that this weekend was a complete waste of time, America has finally listened. Not only are casual fans not paying attention to the NBA, the league has now lost the hardcore fan. These clips, they are from Friday night and Saturday night. Check out the size of the crowd. Watch for yourself.
Always has a history of winning at the Rising Star.
Yeah, taking on Melo and Game 1, representing the G League, you in trouble.
What the hell was that? I have seen bigger crowds at the Gay Pride Parade in Gay, Georgia, where the population is just over 100. I have seen bigger crowds at Fat Camp at the all-you-can-eat vegetarian buffet. This is an eyesore. This is an embarrassment to the NBA. Now, to their credit, NBC has done a great job with their coverage, and they damn sure did a great job hiding that empty arena. But NBC is a television network. They're not magicians. The NBA has given them a steaming turd, and they're asking NBC to turn this turd into fresh brownies. Last night, as I'm watching the dunk contest, the unknown contestants kept trying to hype up the crowd. I kept wondering why the only noise I heard was a mice farting in the rafters. Now I know why. There was literally no one in the building. I have never seen an All-Star Weekend this dead. And I keep seeing people come up with solutions to the problem. The NBA should do a 1-versus-1 tournament like Unrivaled. Have you seen that tournament in Unrivaled? Wowzer! Those women are amazing! First of all, credit to the women in Unrivaled. It is rare that I compliment pretend basketball players, but I'm being serious here. Credit to the women who participated in this 1-versus-1 tournament for being willing to put themselves out there, for being willing to potentially be embarrassed. This would never happen in the NBA. Why? Because NBA players are too worried about their brand. NBA players are too worried about being clowned by their homies. You know why unrivaled players are willing to compete one-on-one? Their league is not established. The future of their league is not guaranteed. They're hungry. And that's one of the main problems in the NBA. Contracts have become so bloated. Players are making so much money, it's eliminated their motivation. You can come up with any solution that you want for the NBA All-Star Game. Over the last few years, Adam Silver has created gimmick after gimmick. He has done everything he can to motivate NBA players to do their damn jobs. But the reason it's not working, Adam Silver continues to address the symptom and not the problem. The lack of effort at the All-Star Game, that is the symptom to the real problem in the NBA, which is a mentality problem. NBA players believe they are bigger than the league. NBA players believe they can show up when they want. And the reason they refuse to show up every year at the All-Star Game, they know they can humiliate the league and get away with it. The problems in the NBA are not going to be resolved until you find a commissioner that commands respect from NBA players. Think about all the problems right now in this league. Damn near half the league is losing intentionally. Load management has returned. Earlier this week, the media was worshiping their Lord and risen King LeBron James for becoming the oldest player to record a triple-double. He accomplished this amazing achievement against a Mavs team without Cooper Flagg that was filled with players on two-way contracts. Now, a couple of nights before, against the Spurs, when LeBron James would have faced real competition, LeBron decided to take the night off to rest. And now, you have an empty arena for All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles, one of the meccas of basketball, the second largest city in the country, and the NBA can't get 1,000 people in the building. I told you guys in the summer of 2020 when Adam Silver allowed the league to embrace mythical racism, this dude does not have what it takes to lead the NBA. For years, I have referred to Adam Silver as the worst commissioner in sports. It took 6 years for the mainstream media to notice, and now it's too late. There is no saving the All-Star Game. It needs to be canceled. Hell, at this point, you need to be focused on saving the league. You've got networks paying billions of dollars to broadcast a league that is failing to generate interest. How long before those networks start complaining? You gotta remember, NBC, Amazon, they do not need the NBA. This isn't ESPN where you can underperform and get away with it. NBC and Amazon do not need your league. If I'm an NBA owner, I would be looking for a commissioner who can fix these problems instead of continuing with a commissioner who continues to magnify the problems. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.